Good morning, student. You are studying biology of standard 10. I hope you understand, you grasp how amoeba respiration in fish. Today I am going to teach you all about respiration in human being. You know, respiratory system in human being. In human being and other land animals, the respiratory system include respiratory tract and lungs, mean respiratory organ. Respiratory tract and respiratory organ. You can see respiratory system of a man in picture. See bony plates, nasal passage, just below pharynx, epiglottis, trachea, and you can see here bronchus, lungs, bronchioles, alveoli, mean air sac, and this side nose, nostril, mouth cavity, larynx, lungs, they are left and right lungs, bronchus and chest cavity, and just below side that is diaphragm. You can see and learn name of all part of the respiratory organ. See respiratory tract. What is respiratory tract? It in respiratory tract include nose, number one, pharynx, larynx, and trachea. Windpipe. Trachea known as windpipe. Okay. Number one, nose. Nose bear two, you can see nose bear two external nostril and right and left. Okay. And this nostril opening outside. Okay. Two nostril and this nostril opening outside, and each leading into the nasal cavity or nasal chamber. In nasal cavity or in nasal chamber opens into pharynx. You can see in picture where is pharynx, that opens into pharynx by posterior nostrils. The posterior part of both the nasal chamber, is lined by ciliated, hair-like structure, ciliated mucous epithelium. Air entering, when air enters in nostril, air entering in nasal chamber become moist, warm, and dust particle. When it become moist, when air entering nasal cavity become moist, then warm and dust, it make it warm and dust free, and fresh air goes inside. Dust particles are entrapped in the mucus. Okay. Number second, pharynx. Pharynx is divided into Pharynx is divided into three sections. Number one, nasopharynx, into which both the internal nostril open. Second, oropharynx, into which the mouth cavity opens. And number third, that is known as laryngopharynx, and in which lies behind the larynx. I hope you understand it. Number 3, larynx. Larynx known as a voice box. Larynx is the sound producing organ, and It is a hollow cartilaginous structure at the upper end of windpipe. At the upper end of windpipe means trachea. It lies in front of laryngopharynx and bears, an elevation in front that is known as, or that is called Adam's apple. Adam's apple. It is a protruding in Adam's apple is protruding cartilage of larynx and is more prominent in male. Cavity of larynx is lined by a mucous membrane. Glottids mean opening of larynx into, this opening of larynx into pharynx guarded by epiglottis cartilage. It is a slit-like aperture in between two elastic ligament covered by a mucous membrane, that is known as true vocal cord. Sound is produced due to vibration developed in the vocal cord during expiration. When vocal cord vibrate, that time sound produced. Okay. Number 4, trachea. Trachea is thin-walled, long tube and lined by ciliated epithelium. Goblet cells are also found in the epithelium in its wall. C-shaped, incomplete, cartilaginous rings are present. These prevent trachea from collapsing. It runs through the neck, extending from the larynx to the chest in front of esophagus. After entering the chest, it divides into two, right and left primary bronchi, and mucus secreted by goblet cell trap dust and bacteria. Okay. Second part of respiratory system, respiratory organ, lungs. Respiratory organ, lungs. You can see in picture. Lungs are two soft conical structure, lozenge. In the thoracic cavity, the left lungs has two, upper and lower lobes, whereas the right lungs has three, upper, middle and lower lobes. Each lung has a covering of serous membrane called pleura. That covering of serous membrane is called pleura, Lungs include bronchi, bronchioles, alveolar ducts and alveoli. Two primary bronchi enters in the lungs of its own side. Each bronchus after entering the lungs divide and redivides to form many bronchus called the structure of primary bronchus is similar to that of trachea. Structure of primary bronchus is similar to trachea. Bronchioles and its bronchus, secondary and tertiary, are lined by simple columnar epithelium. That will simple columnar epithelium. That that columnar epithelium will abundant with abundant cilia and goblet cell. Mean there are presentation of goblet cell and cilia. So tertiary epithelium, tertiary branchioles divide into thinner tubes called tertiary branchioles, which further subdivided into respiratory branchioles. Each respiratory branchioles gives off numerous long thin walled alveolar duct. That will numerous long thin walled alveolar duct. Each alveolar duct terminates into an atrium. Each atrium, 2 to 5 alveolar sac, pushing out of wall of chambers, that is, wall of chamber of atrium. It open, and each alveolar sac gives off minute thin walled chamber, and that minute thin walled chamber is known as alveoli. Alveoli opens into the alveolar sac, and alveoli are surrounded by blood capillaries. You know about it? About 300 million alveoli are present in both the lungs. Next, diaphragm. Try to understand about diaphragm. Diaphragm is dome-shaped, musculo-fibrous structure which separate the abdomen and thorax. Diaphragm is composed of radiating muscle fibers and attached in the center with a central tendon, and originates from the circumference of trunk. During inspiration, when you take air inside, during inspiration, example, when you intake of air, these muscles contract, making the diaphragm flat, thus increase the volume of thoracic cavity and air filled in lungs. I hope you understand about respiratory organ and about diaphragm. You will draw figure of respiratory organ of human body in your note copy, and write about respiratory organ.